When I think of FPS games, I feel like I've been chasing something that just isn't possible for around 2 decades now. I mean, I've played all the massive titles out there, like a casual game of Call of Duty or a more intense experience like Rainbow Six Siege. And while these games are great, I've been looking for something more. Maybe because before the competitive crack players, I was just a kid with an Xbox 360, sitting on my carpet playing the first FPS game that really immersed me. Like, you know that feeling when a game just feels real? You forget everything going on around you, sinking yourself into this perfect world. I needed to find a game that gave me that feeling again. At the time, the game that did that for me was a little game called Crysis and some Black Ops 2. But over the years, there has been some of your favorite games that have nearly made it to the perfect FPS game. So today, I will look at each of these games and rank them on this tier list to get a fair idea of what game I've been looking for. The first FPS game that really immersed me has to be Crysis and Halo Reach. Crysis was released in 2007 and it was way ahead of its era. While you needed a NASA computer at the time to run it, it was finally optimized for consoles in 2011. All I can remember was little me immersed and shocked at this new game I just got in the local GameStop. At the time, I loved futuristic games like Black Ops 2 and Halo, but this game just had something special to it. Me and my dad would sit down and play it for hours at a time. Now you might ask, why did the campaign take so long to finish? Well, 2 reasons. 1, the game is actually hard, and 2, I was just a kid. I barely understood any of these mechanics, and I would spend literal hours just trying to beat one mission. But none of this mattered to me because I was completely immersed. Man, this game was something special for its time. It really taught me that games can look beautiful while also being super intense and heart-pounding at the same time. Crysis is an amazing game, and when I replayed it for the video, I was pleasantly surprised with how good the graphics look and how the game feels. So when we look at the tier list, I think Crysis deserves to go up there, and I think I'm going to put it into the nearly perfect. It was so ahead of its time and there was just so much to it. But after finding Crysis, I searched for more FPS games that could give me that same feeling. Honestly, I didn't think I would find anything like it until a game that changed everything. Halo. Now, unfortunately, all the Halo games are only on Xbox and I'm a PS5 player, so I haven't been able to revisit possibly my favorite series ever, but I can still remember the day I got Halo, just shortly after playing Crysis. And surprisingly, I had the same feeling yet again. Another futuristic FPS game that I just couldn't stop thinking about. I honestly think Halo might be the most important game I've ever played, and if you're lucky enough to experience it as well, I'm sure you'll agree with me. Halo had a near perfect campaign and multiplayer experience that no game has come close to, but I think I found a game that may be better than Halo's multiplayer. Halo had a near perfect run of games from 2001 to 2010. Unfortunately, Halo 4 and Halo 5 was a little bit iffy and didn't hit the mark. But out of these 6 games, my favorite has to be Halo Reach. Mainly because of the last mission, Lone Wolf. This mission taught me that campaigns in FPS games don't always have to end with the main character surviving. From the start of this mission, you're given false hope that you may be able to survive, but there is no way to survive this mission. You have to watch your main character die against the Covenant. This changed my perspective on gaming as a whole. Halo Reach had an amazing story and final mission, but after being left feeling empty with this ending, I wanted to try multiplayer, and I also had a blast playing that as well. I honestly think Halo might be the top of the bunch, so I'm going to put the Halo series in front of Crysis because I honestly think this series is nearly perfect. After having my fun with Halo, I thought to myself, maybe I should try a more serious FPS game, and I really thought nothing could top Halo's multiplayer until I discovered a multiplayer experience that blew me away. Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege is a boots on the ground game, focusing heavily on a more intense FPS experience. Not unlimited lives, just 1 per round, so you have to make it count. I'm sure you've heard or played this game before. It has been around since 2015 and has come a long way. I really enjoy the intensity this game has to offer, especially when you start playing more competitive ranked games. You really feel how serious this game can get. Rainbow Six Siege has operators, all with a special ability or gadget that really grabbed my attention. This was the first time I saw abilities in an FPS game. Now, of course, this game is only multiplayer, so it's hard to immerse yourself into a world without a campaign, but Rainbow Six Siege does a solid job with a variety of maps and different playstyles. Overall, R6 is a fun multiplayer experience, but it isn't too unique compared to other games, and I didn't personally get that attached to the game. When we look at the tier list, I don't think Rainbow Six Siege is as good as the top 2 games, so I'm going to put it into a great FPS game. So I had my fun with a boots on the ground game, and I've played many others since then, like DayZ, being one of my favorite games ever. But I had the urge again to play another futuristic FPS because, well, they're just the funnest. So I gave Black Ops 3 and Titanfall 2 a go. Both of these games combined, I would probably have over 500 hours played. I love both of these games a lot. Now I know Black Ops 3 has got a lot of backlash over the years and some of the stuff is definitely deserved, but there is just nothing like using a locust sniping on multiplayer. And Black Ops 3 also had the best zombies experience. While the campaign is genuinely terrible, which is definitely a massive downfall for the game, the multiplayer and zombies are some of my favorites. Unfortunately for the gameplay in the background, I literally couldn't find a game, no one was online. But I really did live and love this environment. Being set in 2065 with jetpacks and wall running, it may be super optimistic, but we play games to have fun, right? So I really don't care how unrealistic it may be, as long as it's a fun experience. When I was in my early teens, I would play this game so much. Now don't get me wrong, this game has many problems. DLCs costing money, microtransactions, yeah, thankfully in the newer COD games like Black Ops 6, this is gone now. But while we're on the topic of BO3, I want to bring your attention to the newest COD game, Black Ops 6. And honestly, I really enjoy this Black Ops. It is boots on the ground, but with omnidirectional movement. It makes movement fun, like the boosters in BO3. The campaign is set in an older time period, 1991. But I really don't think any campaign has come close to Halo, no matter what comes out. But overall, Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 6 are very solid games that taught me how important it is for a game to have fun, movement, and good gunplay, which the game I've been waiting for almost 2 decades definitely has. I think they deserve just to go right behind Crysis Remastered. Do you agree with my rankings so far? Let me know down in the comments. Now these games are some of my favorites and I'm sure you would agree with me, but let's look at a game that really no game has come close to. Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is something else. Releasing late 2016, it was revolutionary, with incredible movement mechanics, great gameplay, and an amazing campaign. And if you haven't been able to tell so far, I love sniping, and oh my god, I love sniping on this game. I'm still mad that Respawn focused more on Apex Legends over Titanfall, because I genuinely think Titanfall is much better than Apex. I still loved Apex though, even if it's fallen off over the last year, but when it comes to Titanfall 2, I've had the most amount of fun in this game. You can control a massive mech and fight like that, or be a pilot and snipe like me. This game is honestly so unique and even holds up to this day. This game also has unique abilities as well. That just grows my love for abilities in first-person shooter games even more. Titanfall is fast-paced, fun, and action-packed. But there is one big issue. Back when everyone was playing it, there was a lot of hackers, which really messed up the gameplay a whole lot. But besides that, Titanfall 2 deserves to go into the category of goated games. The amount of amazing memories I have of playing this game, just loving the gameplay, environment, and just everything. So when we have a look at the tier list, I'm going to put this game into the nearly perfect as well, just behind Halo. Titanfall really showed me what a perfect game needs. Fun. Simple as that. If your FPS game isn't fun, you may as well forget about it. After playing all these games with great memories, each game has showed me what characteristics the perfect game really needs. Crysis showed me how beautiful and intense a game can be. Halo set the standards for a game way higher in every aspect. Rainbow Six Siege taught me what true intensity looks like. The Black Ops games reminded me how important it is for an FPS to have smooth movement and satisfying gunplay. And lastly, Titanfall 2, well, it proved the game has to be bold and different to really shine. If only I could find a game that combines all these aspects together. That would be my perfect FPS game. But after 18 years of searching, I think I have finally found it. It's intense, it has advanced movement, and it's definitely unique, with replayability thanks to character abilities and one core mechanic that sets it apart from all its competitors. It's Splitgate 2. The upcoming sequel to Splitgate with new factions, enhanced portal mechanics, and more content like maps and weapons. Everything we have all asked for. Now, why do I believe this could be the game I've been waiting for? Well, I played the original Splitgate a lot. You might remember it. Super fast paced, and those portals, yeah, unlike anything in the FPS genre. But the first game had one major flaw: the servers. At its peak, nearly 70,000 people tried to log on all at once, crashing everything, leaving massive wait time just to play. And because of all of this, it shut down in 2023. But instead of giving up, the developers 1047 Games decided to make Splitgate 2, and I am so excited. You should be as well. This whole franchise started as a student project that just blew up. These developers actually listened to their community, unlike other game studios. Splitgate 2 has everything everything I've wanted and everything I've loved over the last 18 years. It's futuristic, like many of the games I've talked about today. It has a high skill gap like Rainbow Six Siege, and the portal system, yeah, still at the heart of the gameplay, but now with more depth, all on Unreal Engine 5. I really do think Splitgate 2 will set itself apart from all its competitors and shine, as long as they fix the main problem being the servers. If Splitgate can learn from their mistakes before, we could really have our hands on a perfect free-to-play FPS game. After seeing all these FPS games struggle with making a sequel, it's refreshing to see a company actually try to polish their game for once, and take pride in their work. This game will have a higher chance to thrive now because Halo Infinite is really not in a good position at all right now. The only issue I have for Splitgate 2 is actually one of the issues in the first game. It's skill gap. There is definitely different levels of players in this game. You can be the casual using the portal for fun, or the pros triple portaling around the place. So I am worried, after a few months will the casual players just move on because it's very overwhelming to start? Let's hope this game gets the chance to thrive. But the new portal system will make it feel very satisfying when you do make a play and get a kill. By the way, this video is not an ad by the way, but I really just hope that Splitgate 2 can stand out from its competitors and thrive, because I think this game really deserves that chance. But what game are you most excited to play? Let me know down in the comments and I'll have a look at it. And of course, I can't forget, Splitgate 2 on the tier list is going up to the very top. It has a lot of potential and it really could be the game I've been looking for. Now thank you for watching till the very end. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.